Hi, my people. Welcome to another episode of reviewing the book Diary of a CEO 33 Laws of Business and Life. We are reviewing this book to get some insights that's going to help us build a successful life this year. So we are going to review all the 33 laws. We've done 9 laws so far. So in this video, we are going to review Law 10 and Law 11. So let's get into it. So Law 10 says, useless absurdity will define you more than useful practicalities. Useless absurdity will define you more than useful practicalities. Under it says, this law shows you how to make your marketing or brand message travel 10 times further and run 10 times more and reach 10 times more people with a hundredth of the budget. So it's more of marketing. So this is kind of like a business law. I'm not going to read everything, and I personally have not read I've not read this book. It's one of the books on my shelf that I'll be reading this year. And before that, I just wanted to have a review of it and decided to make content from it. And so let's see some highlighted parts of this law. One highlighted part here says that a brand's popularity is defined more by its useless absurdity than its useful practicalities. The most absurd thing about you says everything about you. The most absurd, like, I don't know how to put it, but truly sometimes the things you really do not look out for about yourself actually speak a lot about you. Some things that you really even don't think about is not really relevant to you, is absurd. It speaks a lot about you. So a brand's publicity is defined more by its useless absurdity. The absurdness of the brand is what actually defines the brand publicly. That's what I understand here. And in the book, it's even spoke about Tesla's marketing strategy. Let's see which other marketing strategy does it talk about. Okay, it doesn't. It talks about beer shower helped. So it talks about different marketing strategies here. So I think this book is a good read if you are someone who is building business and building like the life and all that. So the next quoted the next highlighted part of this law says, meaning is conveyed by the things we do that are not in our own short-term self-interest, by the cost that we incur and the risks that we take. Let's take this again. Meaning is conveyed by the things we do that are not in our own short-term self-interest, by the cost that we incur and the risks that we take. For me personally, this speaks to me in the sense that I plan on really creating content this year, no matter where I find myself. As you can see, it's a new environment. I'm not in my own space, and I said no, that I don't have to wait to be in my own space before I create content, right? So in the short term, I'm trying to build consistency. I'm trying to find the value I'm going to give to my community, right? But in the long term, the meaning of whatever I'm doing is going to be communicated because I took the risks. It's not because I wanted to get into content creation because everybody is doing it. And I even think my content creation is different from almost everybody's own because I am talking and it feels like most people are not even listening to me. But anyways, we move. The last thing up under Law 10 that we are going to take is normality is ignored, absurdity sells. So if you are doing something, if you are selling something and you are going with a normal routine, like you don't want to do over the head, you don't want to sound crazy, you don't want to look crazy, you are not going to sell. In fact, people are intrigued about the craziness about your brand and all that, and that's actually what sells, right? So normality is ignored, absurdity sells. So that's a business law you can take up with your business. So let's get into law 11, and it says avoid wallpaper at all costs. I don't understand what the wallpaper is. You have to read the whole book to understand this chapter, but let's see if you could get some insights from this law. So it's under there, it says this law will teach you the science of grabbing people's attention in everything you write, speak, and produce. It is the underlying secret of all of the world's most famous storytellers, marketers, and creators. So in fact, this book is all in one. Talks about your life, talks about business, talks about marketing as well. Talks about storytelling too. I am still working on my content creation with producing, set up content and writing on LinkedIn. So I think this book is really a good read for me. So the next highlighted part of this is, okay, I think there's a definition here and I want to take that. It says is the definition of arbitration. I'm not getting the pronunciation right, so let me spell it. HABIT, habituation. Okay, so I think I'm right. So HABITUATION, arbitration. I think it's right. Habituation is an inbuilt neurological advice that helps us to focus on what matters and tune out of things that our brains doesn't need to focus on. It's an inbuilt neurological device that helps us focus on what matters and tune out of things that our brain doesn't need to focus on. Okay, so one highlighted part of things is habituation is a phenomenon in which the brain adjusts to repeat stimuli by ignoring or undergrading their significance. Okay, so focusing on what matters is habituation. I see. So there's not much review highlighted part here, but it's more of practicals and all that, attention grabbing. Okay, so let me read this. Wallpaper, as I call it, the overuse of popular terms, phrases, calls to action to the point that the brain habituates to them and tune them out. Okay, so this wallpaper, okay, so the law was like avoid using wallpapers, right? Avoid wallpaper at all costs. And wallpaper here means for Stephen, he's saying that he called these wallpaper the popular terms like book me now, join this class now, and all that are like arbitration. So most of the time when you watch an advert and the last thing says, like, in fact, you know that the last thing is going to say that register for the class now or book the class now. So like you just tune in out of that. So it's saying that human beings actually go through that process. So as a business owner, where you are marketing, you shouldn't use wallpaper in the sense that you shouldn't use popular call to actions, because people tune out of it before even you end the advertisement, right? So the last I think last but one code says, or highlighted thing says, great marketing is uncomfortable. Sorry about my pronunciations. It brings a dormant brain into neurological freeziness. So great marketing is uncomfortable, like something you are not comfortable with, right? Something you don't normally do, right? Is what is going to make you sell your market. But if you follow the normal things, it's not going to make you follow sell markets, or you follow the popular things that's going on. It's not going to make you sell your market, right? So we've learned 2 things about marketing now today, and the final quote for this episode, or this this episode is: make people feel something either way. Make people feel something either way. Make them feel it. When they feel it, it may be crazy, it may be your craziness about your business. If they feel it, they get connected to it, right? Okay, we've come to the end of this episode of reviewing the book Diary of a CEO. We've taken Law 10 and Law 11, and in the next episode we are going to take Law 12 and 13, hopefully 14 as well, because we want to run as fast as possible so that you can take other books this year, right? So Law 12, I'm just going to read the law just like that, then we get into it next. So Law 12 says you must piss off people. You must piss people off. Law 13 says shoot your psychological moonshots first. And Law 13 says, Law 13. Law 13 says that. So Law 14, So Law 14 says friction can create value. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And you know what we do here? Please subscribe to this channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend that Miss Miliana has dropped another video on reviewing the book Diary of a CEO. She's giving you hands-on insights from the book, and for you to know that this book is a good read, and also get some tips you can use even if you don't have the book, right? So tell that friend to come join the family, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment, right? Thank you so much for watching, and it's bye for now.